Welcome back, firearms enthusiasts, to the second half of a set of real cool gun videos where we take a couple of 1911s to the range for the first time and show it off to you guys for the July 4th weekend using picture-in-picture view. Here is the EAACorp Girsan MC1911SC Blue Gem with a 3.4-inch barrel, chambered in 45 ACP, polymer grips, ambi safety, Novak sights, and arrived with one 7-round mag. An exclusive for Sports South, this 1911 is a personal carry weapon with a sharp blue PVD finish and gold accents. A real cool color combo. Even more cool, as you can see, there is room to mount an optic as well. We may or may not throw one on there. We'll see. For sure we'll change out the grips, so stay tuned for that. On this post, the Blue Gem will be going up against another handgun, the RUGER SR1911. Kind of a battle of the cheapo guns. Can you hear the cheap birds out there? Cheap, 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 cheap. These are two of the more inexpensive ones in our collection. Well, at the range, both were quite accurate. Some jamming and misfeeds, but we attribute it to a break-in period and using extendo mags. You can see the shot results for each firearm in this video, and we'll definitely take them out again for some more gun fun. In the meantime, please reference playlists linked in the description below of our entire collection in the armory, where we have well over 20 now, with different styles of rifles, handguns, and some cowboy plinkers too. Also, if you require these or any firearm for your media productions, do not hesitate to reach out. Serious inquiries only, okay? And finally, we appreciate all your support as we march towards 1,000 subs, and it helps us conquer those weasel algorithms. Literally every time we post a gun video, YouTube will drop our metrics and totally rob us on the view count, where today it shows one thing and tomorrow it'll show something else far worse. Thank you all again. Stay well, stay trained, stay accurate. Ciao, friends.
shots. So this would be what we hold there. Double tap, which is 1, 2. All right, and try and employ that train of thought with the trigger press on the second one.
Okay.
All right. Stand by. Prep. And go to the wall.
All right, headshots.
What you can try is over here. You'll notice you can kind of focus on the frame. Go back to the wall. And look at that. Back out. Put your finger as low as you trigger to like hitting the
Shot successful.
guard.
Oh
And
shit,
now
man.
look at that. That creates just a little bit of off pressure. So maybe you can try that. That works for a lot of people. See it here. Okay, and you can just see like the original one. Okay, it's a little exaggerated to kind of make, but you made very difference there. Stand by. Prep.
Did you see which ones those were?
No, but I mean, they're obviously in that lefty group. And humans want to see symmetry. You can see something that's very slightly off, just instinctually. So I find that using that negative space identifies that. It may be fine, it could be all mechanical, but you know, it's worth taking a look at. You're not getting any kind of double vision or anything when you're looking down the sights, are you?
No.
And that's all the difference, man. Stand by. Prep. There you go. Now there's just like that. Stand by. Prep. See how it's tightening up? There's a little psychological in this as well. This is, you know, this is when I was a little kid, aim small, miss small. Right? So now instead of aiming at something this big, you're aiming at something this big and it's giving you results. So in the future, think of that, right? If you know, if this happened to be a guy or whatever, don't aim at his chest, aim at the buttons on his platform. Don't aim at a big white target, aim at the little gray piece. Give yourself some focal point. And I suffer. If there's one thing, if I could pick magic and like give myself one thing, it would be the aim small, miss small. I'm marking on a blank target. Every time I have one, I can shoot lights out. I always loosen up when I'm looking at a bigger target. And even though I'm aware of it, unless I play with it, that tends to be when I lose it. So let's switch to number 1. Remember, the shoulders are kind of tight. So if we aim it like the top of the number, yeah, but we only maybe have an inch and a half on the side. Stand by. 2 shots. Stand by. Prep. Right on the edge. Stand by. Prep. Now we're going to do those 2 shots to the head. So for me personally, this such, once we start getting much further, it starts getting a little spicy as far as can I make it consistently. So just be aware of that. I'd say you're right about almost 20 yards. Two bed shots. If it were me and I was looking at his head, I'd be in up here. Yeah. Right, if you look, even just for gaining it for his winning, you know, every time you do it a little bit, you almost never see it going high, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like a Kentucky game sheet, except it's really just putting like the highest probability for a successful hit.
I guess my other question is, kind of what my thought is the bullet going to hit where the dot is or slightly below?
So, technically,
I need an idea what,
yep, so if this is your front sight post, this would be the target. So basically, intersecting is set. So if this was the X, that makes sense. Bullseye, if you will. You want to, I'm drawing the front sight.
gotcha, yeah, so top of the sights is kind of where.
Yeah, so if this was the little, so technically it would hit it, but you'd be a little low most likely.
Okay.
But such a little bit. It's basically, you know, if I was aiming before, I'd probably put the top of the front sight just above the top of the shooter. Stand by. Prep. Once again on the second. Stand by. A little higher than that first bullet hole. Stand by. Prep. Nice, perfect. There you go. Those are the ones we want. Great shots. If you did have a little concentration, it would still be within the good job. See if we can get a couple of those. Keep it slow, keep it. So the left one is. I think it was a little higher. But definitely, you know, when I do this, you know, I'm almost like, like in that microsecond, I'm confirming because I just want to make it. And then it's that freeze instead of now. Yeah. Right? If I intersect that top of his head, you know, and I drop it, that one is here, that's a slight jerk. Whereas if I really slow down, it's just kind of in the mouth area. Okay. On the second one. Stand by. Prep. That's the ones we want.
So it's just getting like more consistent with getting that flowing.
Yep. Still doing great with the safety. Don't be afraid to get that short.